This is Stephane Roche, the complicated author. Now we're on episode 9, Cemetery State of Mind. Just an introduction of what I'll be talking about. Cemetery State of Mind is based on, just going deep root in whoever have lost ones in the past, and we're gonna go over the 4 aspects: inspirational, motivational, psychological, and philosophical aspect. My book is on Amazon, Dreams Are Poetic, and on Barnes & Nobles, still on sale for $5. Like, subscribe, comment on my YouTube page. Stephane Roche, the complicated author. Thank you. We are now in the first part of episode 9, Cemetery State of Mind, the inspirational and motivational aspect of Cemetery State of Mind. What inspired me is just seeing so many people before my eyes, like family, friends, and peers and strangers pass. People I came across, just getting the aspect of just seeing them one day and the next day they're gone, and trying to understand like how it is in a different place in the afterlife. We'll get into that on a psychological and philosophical aspect. Also, what inspired me to write this as well, because in such a short time, I lost so many important people to me. From my grandfather to seeing it as a child, from my grandmother, my father's side, from aunts, uncles that were very, very close to me, and also, lastly, the most impactful death that I experienced was my grandmother as well. The motivational aspect, what motivates me to be in the cemetery state of mind, is just acknowledging what the lost ones go through. It's I, the complicated author, is finally just taking a long journey to understand the afterlife, to get a full gist of what the afterlife brings. Us, we're here, we don't know what the afterlife is. We could just wonder and ponder, is heaven, hell, or they're still around, ghost spirits. It's just all, right now, it's just all assumption. And we'll never know until we're gone. Until God takes our soul and we're gone. So the main motive behind the cemetery state of mind is for God to awaken us, to show us how important it is to live on this earth before our passing. God is showing us a sense of remorse, guilt, and how we behave with our lost ones once they pass. God wants us to appreciate our lost ones that are living on this earth as we speak. That's why it's like our loved ones could be family, close friends that we could actually trust and invest in and build with. So appreciate those good people, because one day they're here and the next day they're gone. So that is the main motivation and inspirational aspect behind the cemetery state of mind. Thank you. Now we are on my favorite part, of course, the psychological and philosophical aspect of cemetery state of mind. The psychological effect of cemetery state of mind is based on, the main thing about it is separation anxiety plays a big role. Separation anxiety plays a big role in cemetery state of mind because it's that person that you know your whole life. The person that's close to you, it could be mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, anybody that you consider very close to you. It causes that separation anxiety. So when they're gone, how do you function the same? How do you feel the same? How do you see things the same without that person being in your life? So the main psychological standpoint, the focal point of this part, separation anxiety. Creating a tight bond with that person before they pass on causes also grief, like major grief. It causes sadness, and it can also lead to depression. That's why they offer grief counseling, because when you lose someone, you really got to let it out. You really got to, speak to someone and lead to the land of peace, the path of peace. You need that. Also, mentally wondering, again, what is truly like in the afterlife. Like, are they okay? Are they being taken care of? Are they with God? Do they see God? You know what I mean? Or are they in the wrong place? Did they follow all of God's commands before going? So that plays a big role. Also, that hopeful connection on both sides, right? So being alive and death. So the connection of being alive, wondering if that person that's gone, considering and thinking about me. Death. Does that person, the person that's gone, their spirit, like, does that person even acknowledge me? Even though I'm gone, does that person think of me? Do they miss me? So it plays both. It's like, death is wondering if the person misses them. And I'm going to put the person that's alive is wondering if the person acknowledged them. So acknowledge. So acknowledgement and, just remembering, right? Can they see each other? Like, like we always wonder, like, somebody that's close to me, I wonder if I could see him. We see him through the dream, so how significant is the dream? If they see you through a dream and they're pointing something at you, what is the message behind it? What is the meaning? What is the true definition behind that dream? Why did that person come in my dream at this point of time in my life? How come they didn't come in my dream when they first went? Maybe they needed time. Maybe they needed, to go through a stage for them to be able. So it's all a mystery. Can we sense them? Can we feel their spirit? Can we feel their energy? Can we feel their vibration? Can we touch them? Both sides are wondering that. Like, we see these movies and it's like they walk through the walls. Like, we wonder if that's real. Like, it's like that plays. It plays a lot of mind games. It plays a lot of tricks in our minds. Just all of these things through religion, through movies, through like just theories. So acknowledging the fact that, right now we can all say it's an illusion because we're not 100% sure of the cemetery state of mind that we're in. Is it an illusion or is it real, right? So the person that is alive is in the elusive state through the cemetery state of mind. So the person like me, you, like anybody in this room or in this building, like we're just in an elusive state when we're thinking about our loved ones because we're just stuck in that mindset. So this cemetery state of mind brings an elusive state of an individual that loses someone so close. It also leads to anxiety. Again, that separation anxiety. Sometimes insomnia, because you're up all night just thinking about that person. Like, wow, can't believe this person's gone. Wow, I can't believe this person's no longer here. It's like, where do I begin? Where do I start? Where do I go? So it also, it leads to someone's consciousness too. It's like, how deep rooted is the consciousness level of my cemetery state of mind? Now we're going into the psychological aspect of cemetery state of mind. The response of death of a loved one that you lost, right? So after the death of the loved one, you begin to see life different. You begin to see pre-death and after death. When that person's gone, you start to see things like, wow, when this person was alive, this person did X, Y, and Z. This person made an impact in my life. This person did this. Like, dang, I should have saw the signs. Like, wow, this person, there's some people that speaks, put it into the universe. I ain't gonna be here this long. So you need to do this, X, Y, and Z. The after death, you know, so it's the pre-death and the after death. It's like, oh my God, it's like, they're gone. They didn't get to accomplish this. They didn't get to accomplish that. They didn't get to see my grandkids. They didn't get to see me walk down the aisle. They didn't get to see this. They didn't get to see their cousin or their brother or their sister graduate or anything, buy their first car or move into their first home. They didn't get to see that. So it brings that method into play. So it falls into, so the pre-death is the happy times, sad times, cherishing memories, and bond building. That's the pre-death. The after-death is all you have is memories. Sometimes we have regret. Life lessons, what have you learned from when this person was here? Did they guide you into the right direction? Did they say a certain thing that sparked the brain? And also, like, carrying certain traditions. Like maybe they did this a certain way. So when they're gone, you forever keep that tradition. You forever like, okay, this person used to do this on this time of year. So this person's gone, this is to you. I'm gonna keep that tradition forever. Again, so now we're going into the grievance. Grievance versus being at peace. So the philosophical aspect, when we're forced to be put in a state of mind of how we handling the grief, how we are being like, are we unflinched, or we're numb, or are we extremely emotional? Most of us are. If it's a close one, you definitely are. Having a hard time to let go, to accept it. Making that elusive state of mind, hoping that that person will come back. Nah, this is a dream. This is an illusion. Nah, this can't be real. Listen, I've lost the closest person to me so far. And it's like, no. I'm in a dream right now. I'm in the elusive state. This is a dream. No, this is not real. And this is the grievance part. This is the hardest part that 99% of the population go through. No matter how much of an evil or nice person you are, you still grieve for somebody that's so close to you. Remember that we're all human. Being at peace is the ultimate goal. Okay, you grieve, but you're at peace. Okay, this person's in a better place. I'm at peace because I know this person don't have to suffer anymore. I'm at peace because I know this person don't have to see this disaster. I'm at peace because I know this person don't have to go through what I'm going through right now. I'm at peace because this person don't have to deal with a lot of things that are going on. So that's what it falls into. So the stages, we go through grief, and our ultimate goal is to be in a promised land mentally, at peace. Peace within and peace with the Most High. And trusting the Most High that He's taking care of our loved ones, and our loved ones is in that peaceful place. And that creates that peaceful cemetery state of mind. Thank you. We are now in the conclusion of episode 9, Cemetery State of Mind. Just want to say thank you for subscribe on my YouTube channel, and just remember, appreciate the people around you, because one day you're here and the next day you're gone. You just never know. Just hug that person tight, tell them you love them, and hold them close to your heart and build that bond always. That's always important, because again, one day you're here, the next day you're gone. God bless you.